Welcome, ladies and gents. We've had the qualifying session for the Australian Grand Prix, the moment we've been waiting for. Who is fastest and who's still got a shed load of work to do. And well, it's been an awful weekend for Ollie Behrman. He crashed in FP1. He went out in FP3. Barely had any running time whatsoever. And then when we got to qualifying session, he's got a gearbox problem in Q1. He will start last. 19th place alongside him, Ocon in the Haas also. I did predict a bad season for the Haas if you watch my predictions. I didn't think it'd start this badly though. Wow, they replaced the slogans of the Saubers, haven't they? A shocking session for the Haas team. They'll be scratching their heads, got an awful lot of work to do ahead of them. And then Liam Lawson, the big one, 18th place. He just overdrove in that final run when he had it all on the line to try and scrape into Q2. It didn't come off. Is this Red Bull really that difficult to drive? I mean, we've had so many come and try and fail. It's hard to judge him on just one session. I won't be jumping straight in on that and going too hard on him, but he really did overdrive. And, well, the man that I thought should be replacing him has had a cracking session. Replacing Perez, should I say, had a cracking session, not Lawson. I think it's too early to just kick him out in one race. And then 17th place, Nico Hülkenberg, a decent session actually, because I thought they'd be way back at the back of the grid. And another rookie that's gone out early, Kimi Antonelli, was kicked out by the other rookie, Gabriel Bortoleto, who was a star of the Q1 session for me, went up and knocked P15 in the Sauber, knocked Antonelli out. It's not been a good start to the rookie campaign for them. Two big guns, the two rookies that have gone into the two big teams out in Q1. Lando Norris was fastest, Russell second and Verstappen third in that session. Q2, Hamilton spin. It just started the roller coaster of what turned out to be a difficult session for the Ferraris. But 15th place, Gabriel Bortoleto didn't get a decent enough lap in on that session at all. Jack Doohan up into 14th. Pretty solid session from him. Actually beats the other two rookies. And really that's probably where we're going to compare these 5 or 6 guys that have come in new, aren't they, against each other. Probably disappointed if 5 places back from his teammate, but it's a solid session. Decent enough and in a chance for potential some points tomorrow. And then the two Aston Martins, they did struggle. Lance Stroll in 13th, Fernando Alonso in 12th. Alonso just went for one run in that session and it just wasn't good enough. And Isaac Hadjar qualifies in 11th place, the fastest rookie. I've got him to finish way down in the championship, so he's started off really, really well, put himself in a fight for championship points tomorrow. The best of that session, I've got Carlos Sainz, who was P7, the star of that session for me. A bad performance. I've got Jack Doohan down, although I think it's a decent enough performance. The bad point here is he was 8/10 off his teammate, and that is a big gap. You probably want to bridge that as he goes closer, because really your teammate is your competition, isn't it? You're both in the same machinery, so you'd want to work on that. Norris again fastest, Piastri second and Verstappen third. We'll be seeing a trend. The McLaren's coming on strong, where in the build-up it looked like Ferrari were the team to beat. And then we got to the Q3 session. Carlos Sainz in 10th place. He'll be disappointed with that overall. When you look, actually think that's a big jump for the Williams, but they were quick this weekend and have been, but he's in there for some points. The race pace has been good in testing. Let's hope that pays and shows tomorrow. 9th place for Pierre Gasly, and then we've got the two shocking performances for me. Lewis Hamilton 8th, Charles Leclerc in 7th. I mean, there's only 0.2 between Hamilton and Leclerc, so that's shrunk. There's a closer gap between the two pairings, and Lewis was fairly happy with that when he looked at his session overall, because that's who he's really comparing himself against. And he said Charles is Mr. Ferrari. He's been in this team 7 years, so for me to be in one session that close to him, I'm still getting used to the car and how this thing will work. Fairly happy with that, but disappointed. Leclerc was disappointed because he thought they would be a lot closer to the front runners, and I've got them. My predictions just went out the window straight there, didn't they? I thought there'd be Leclerc on pole, but Ferrari's just dropped off badly in that session. And then some brilliant laps. Alex Albon in P6 beats his teammate, one up already for him in the qualifying head-to-heads. Yuki Tsunoda with a smashing lap in P5. Where is Lawson in 18th? This man that I said should have the seat in 5th place. What a job he's done. Puts his teammate that you know, everyone thought, yeah, it'll be a tight battle between Hadjar and Yuki. Yes, it's race one, and again, like Lewis Hamilton, Hadjar will be getting used to the whole machinery, how this works. Yuki's been there for a few years, but let's see how that develops. But a smashing lap from Yuki in P5. I'll be hoping for some decent points in the race tomorrow. And that car does look brilliant on track, as it does when we see them pictures come up, doesn't it? That RB. 4th place, George Russell. Just there or thereabouts again. Max Verstappen in 3rd, where I predicted him to qualify. Yes, I've got one right, but a decent enough session for him. And then the 2 McLarens, Oscar Piastri in 2nd, Lando Norris in 1st. They've shone. They were the guys that we thought, yes, or everybody said they are the team to beat. And I kind of like, yeah, went down a rabbit hole and put my bags in the Ferrari egg basket, and didn't really pay off that, did it? Tail between my leg moment. But there we go. It should be a brilliant race tomorrow. If we don't see the 2 McLarens just charge off into the distance, because their race pace in testing was good, but actually the Ferrari's race pace was, everybody was said, you know, they looked really, really good. They did look good in the FP2 session in Australia on the long runs, so they'll have something to say about that. Let's see what the Williams and the Red Bulls can do. It's all new for everybody with these new tyres, new cars, of what the cars are going to do on the long runs. It should be a cracker. We've got mixed conditions for the race tomorrow. An early start again, 5 a.m. race start UK time. Hope you're up there watching it early, but thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment as always. See you in the next one.